Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen. So
touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 31 yards. And the Jags get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This is caught. It's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Burrow. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
11.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11. 12.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. McPherson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied there. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it clipped.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances to end with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here we go. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
third down. Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Logan Wilson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lawrence will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the way.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. After the sack on first down, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Burrow will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You have to.
You have to, because when you get if you get 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game.